Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is OJ. I am a YouTuber and content creator based in Abuja, Nigeria. And if this is your first time here, you need to subscribe. Like, if you don't subscribe, you're the one that will be missing out, and I don't want you to. Okay, so you need to subscribe. So just click the subscribe button right here. Okay, and let's get into today's video. So in today's video, guys, I have been watching a lot of Korean drama, and I'm just like, I have loads of opinion. I want to give you guys recommendations, and Korean movies these days have just taken a new shape for me, considering when I started watching Korean movies. Like, the first set of Korean movies I watched were My Coffee Prince, Boys Over Flowers, The Hairs, what other movie? You know, She Was Pretty, My Girlfriend Is a Gumiho, all these ones. And between then and now, Korean movies have evolved. K-dramas have changed. When you are watching a new K-drama these days, if you see the intro, it gives you amazing vibes. It's like the intro is so amazing. I love them these days. And I'm just like, I just want to share it with you guys. So if you're a fan of K-drama, if you want to start watching K-drama, then this video is for you. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my top K-dramas on Netflix that you should watch, because I use Netflix. So Netflix, if you are watching this, come and sponsor me. Okay, so I'm going to be starting from my least favorites, which is still one of my favorites, which is 2521.
잠깐만, 이름이 뭐야?
나희도. 넌 이름이 뭔데?
백이지.
Now, this film. Okay, so this film is basically a guy, you know, his family got bankrupt, and this girl who is in love with fencing, and you know, they come together, ended up dating. But it's the way the movie ended. Like, why the hell did they break up? I'm sorry, I'm going to be pointing out some spoilers. I was a huge fan. I wanted to see what would come of them. Like, and I think why this hit close to home was because it was life that was happening. Like, it was long distance that was happening because of, you know, him trying to find a new path for himself and his family, exploring new opportunities. And, you know, she also growing in her, you know, career, being one of the best fencers in Korea, representing the country and things like that. So life was happening. I mean, they couldn't even see at some point. They kept missing each other. And I'm just like, bruh, if this movie you want to talk to me direct, because that's what happened to me. Life happened, so I had to, you know, live my last. So I'm just like, we watch Korean movies, right, to escape from reality. Why are you bringing reality to us? But this movie was really good. I loved it. I was rooting for Becky G and Hido, and I'm just like, bruh, why did you guys? But it was so real. I really like the movie a lot. As much as most times I don't watch movies to learn stuff, I just watch movies to relax and to, you know, ease myself basically. But this movie really pointed out friendship for me. Just seeing the four of them become friends, her and what's that girl's name, Yurim, you know, go from being strange friends to being to have fun and, you know, celebrity love, to now have rival, to now become best friends on all level. That was some serious friendship progression for me. Like, it was amazing. And how all of them even stayed friends till when Hido decided to retire. Becky Jane was even still friends with them. He just wasn't friends with Nahido because they had broken up. And I'm just like, bruh, don't do this. No, now. You know, now seeing where grown Nahido sees his entry in her diary, you know, at the end of the movie when her daughter comes and says she wants to go into ballet, and then she goes to that tunnel, and then they replay that scene. It was just amazing to see that, you know, things will not always end up the way we want, and it's fine, and that's life. But Korean drama, that is not yours to do. Your own is just to give us fantasy. Please. But honestly, I would give this movie a 8 over 10. It was good. The storyline was good for me. Like, the storyline, although for me at some point I was skipping because I'm just like, bruh, you know, some parts were not just joining, but I watched it to the end. I enjoyed it. If you're starting Korean movies, you should have this on your Netflix list. Okay, so the fourth movie on my list would be Tomorrow. So in Tomorrow, Tomorrow is a supernatural fantasy, right? Where there are people who are between life and death that help people. So there is a specific department that help people that want to commit suicide, right? And that's what they do. I'm trying my best not to give spoilers, so I'm just trying to give hints so you understand what I'm talking about. So there's some specific people in between life and death that are in charge of, if you want to commit suicide, the app tells them that so person wants to commit suicide, or they run and they help you, and eventually you don't commit suicide. This movie for me triggered me. It triggered me so much because bullying, like to some extent, I was bullied in secondary school, so it was just pissing me off, and it was just reminding me of all those days, right? And I think the episode that stood out for me the most was that episode where that girl was bullied up to the extent that when she was even old, like she had grown so much, if she hears pen clicking, she's freaking out. Literally, she's freaking out just to hear a pen click. That's how traumatized she had gotten. And it was just so annoying that people can be so mean. Even when the person that was bullying her in secondary school eventually found out that she was the one interviewing her for her book, and her book was against bullying. What kind of hypocrisy is that? She started bullying the girl again, started using pen, going to her office to laugh at her and bully her again. I mean, you're grown. Stop being petty. Stop being petty. I was so pissed in that episode. I was looking at the girl, and maybe it's because I had overcome my own phase. I was just like, speak to somebody. I mean, even the people in her office were not giving her the time of day. It just shows how much trauma affects you. Not even bullying, because of the journey of the trauma, you can see that it has affected her confidence, how she sees her work, how she sees herself. My girl couldn't even smile anymore because of another person that has flesh and blood in their body. She couldn't smile. And I'm just, that episode got to me. I was just looking at it. To some extent, I wanted to stop watching Tomorrow, because Tomorrow reminded me of 13 Reasons Why, about anxiety. That one too triggered me, and I'm just like, bruh. But it was just also amazing to see the lead character, the girl with the colored hair, can't remember her name, see how she helps people. I mean, it always looks like a harsh manner, but she has them in mind, because she actually knows what suicide has done to her, how suicide has ruined her life according to the movie. How suicide has cut her fate ties, that rope thingy, with the one she loves, and she would not meet him in the afterlife. It was really, really amazing to see. But for me, this movie, it was the way each movie addressed real life issues for me, from sexual abuse, molestation, to even cancel culture. I'll be dragging people online on how extreme it can go, to talking about people when you don't even know what's going on in their lives. You're talking about them on social. Is everything okay upstairs? Look at that guy that has a YouTube or a video content kind of thing in one of the episodes that was trolling that celebrity. I mean, her father was even gambling, her mom was sick, she was living alone. It was just a lot of issues, and then you don't know anything, and you just open your mouth and you start talking. But seeing that guy that joined the team for 6 months, eventually he was going to be with her, that one made me really, really smile. It made me smile so much. So this movie, I'm going to give it an 8/10, because I was triggered, but it's a really good movie. That's what I mean by Korean movies these days are not just giving us the high school boys over flower, high school this that. Low-key they are addressing real life situation, and I'm just like, bruh, we get it, but just give us the rumbling tummy romance. That's what we want in it. But if you've watched Tomorrow, let me know. I watched Tomorrow as it was coming out, so every weekend when it came out, I watched it. So if you're watching it now, it's complete. The whole season is complete, the whole movie is complete. You don't have to wait for it. So if you've watched Tomorrow, let me know what you think in the comment section. Okay, the third on my list is Her Private Life. And one of the major reasons, or the only reasons, that I love this movie is because of Ryan Gold. That man, Ryan Gold is not fine. Do you understand? He's not fine like that, but he get the way. There's a way he carries himself. When he started dating the art curator, there was a way he started speaking to her. It was like, I mean, he obviously gave bossy vibes in the beginning because, I mean, he's the boss and he had that aura. But when he started dating her, it was like his whole walls came down. He was ready to be loved and vulnerable and pampered. And I'm like, how can you look so beautiful? I mean, like, Ryan Gold is so matured for me. I don't know, but since Lee Min Ho, I have not had another Korean crush, but this guy is doing it. He is doing it. He makes my eyes. But yeah, that's what I like about her private life. Another thing I noticed in her private life that cuts across all other Korean dramas is Koreans generally are nosy. We are working together. We are colleagues. You not be asking me if I have a boyfriend. You not be asking me if my boyfriend has proposed to me. Like, it's we are working together. Like, how is it that everybody is in everybody's business? It reminds me of our motherland. Everybody, like, we're just working together. It's none of your business. Don't be asking me other kind of questions. Another thing this movie pointed out is after African mothers, Korean mothers are next. Because which one is all the disturbance about marriage? Why? Like, why? Do you understand? I think another thing I liked was how the art curator was a big fangirl. Just to see that the person that she was a fangirl of, spoiler alert, okay, is her future boyfriend's brother. Do you understand? I'm sorry. But you get, it would have been so huge for her, and I like the fact that, you know, he really loved her for it, and he even helped her, you know, to be a more better fangirl. I mean, she was already a great fangirl and stuff, but going into her world, you know, organizing him to come for her birthday, he knows that this is what he really likes and this is the best way to like love her up. I really like that he did that. But the line that stood up for me was when she went to his house after they started dating, and he was like, "Let me be your fanboy." I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. But for this movie, it's a 9/10. I love it. And because I love Ryan Gold, I don't know what his Korean name is, you know, but his Korean name in the movie is Ho Yoon Jae. So yeah, I love her private life. So next on the list is what is wrong with Secretary Kim. So this movie, when I think of what's wrong with Secretary Kim, all I think is aura. That's all I think. I mean, the guy is cute. We'll give it to him. He's cute, and you know, I like the movie. So backstory: the movie is this secretary has been working for this guy, this CEO, for 9 years since she was 20, and now she's 29, and she realizes that apart from work, she really doesn't have any other life. So she wants to resign, and she wants to have her life. She gets so, and now he doesn't want her to go, and he says, okay, so what do you want to do now? And she's like, one of the things she wants to do is to get married. And he's like, you know what, let's get married. And that's how their journey to their relationship started. So now what she doesn't know is they have a history, but she can't remember. She has some sort of amnesia. That's what she doesn't know. And this whole movie is amazing as to how smart he was when he was not smart. I would say smart, but at the same time very sacrificial. That's the word. When he was a child, so that everybody in the family would calm down after his brother took on the victim, you know, started playing the victim. And I'm just like, is everything okay? Are you okay upstairs? He had to fake like he had forgotten about it and lived with that memory for so many years. And the brother would come and say, you know, you're not the one that's supposed to be angry at me. You're the one that did what you did to me. Eshopon, you're not afraid. No. Now Kim was even claiming the girl, saying that, you know, it was him and the girl that, you know, they kidnapped together. Bruh. No, now. That's not how life is. You know, but I really like the movie. I like that it really gave me romance like vibes, and that's what I want to get when I watch Korean movie, especially like the parts where, you know, she took him to where she had a blind date, like he was angry when she was knotting that guy's tie. The guy was pissed. Kim so like leave that place. And I think that was just nice to see. So I'm going to give this a 9 over 10. Okay, so if you watch What's Wrong with Second Cream, let me know what you think in the comment section. So the first on my list is Business Proposal. So the reason why I love this movie is really nothing in particular. It was, for me, it was just a typical Korean movie. That's why it's number 1. And I just like how, you know, it went from, you know, the CEO that doesn't want to get married went to, you know, pairing him with, you know, a blind date. Then this girl coming to form that she's the one, and then tries to be irritating and not classy, and then he falls in love with her and he says, I want to marry you, so that he can stop going on blind dates, and eventually finds out that she's working in his organization. It was crazy. My favorite part was when he found out that she was working with him and he made her to go and design that food, like to go and make the food over and over and over again. It's not really my favorite part now that I think about it, but bro, you could have just come out and say I know and maybe be angry, but don't put the girl through such stress. I mean, it's work. But then when they started dating, it was so cute. When he had the accident and, you know, she was running in the rain. Can I love somebody like that to run in the rain like that? I don't know. We'll know in the future. But I think that was really good. And I like the fact that she put in effort when his grandfather, you know, was giving attitude and things like that. You know, normally, you know, you would try to some extent, you know, the grandfather would have tried paying her money to, like, you know, leave. How much do you need? I think he did that. I'm not sure. But, you know, she stayed even when he didn't like her as herself, because he liked her when, you know, she was doing, she studied art and everything. You know, she stayed and make sure he liked her, and then eventually sent a ring, you know. So that's why I like Business Proposal. Business Proposal is just a typical romance Korean drama for me. So yeah, I would give it a 9 over 10. So you guys, out of all these movies, let me know which one is your favorite. Okay, let me know which one you like the most. So another thing I noticed about Korean drama is the way it is edited. All Korean dramas, like the way the Korean dramas are edited, maybe it's the content creator in me, but it's the way it's edited. All Korean dramas are edited the same way. The funny cartoon vibes, the outlining, the sound effects, and I feel like that is a general Korean drama industry branding. That's a very long name, but it's actually nice to know because it sort of adds vibe to every movie, knowing that, you know, there will be this kind of sound effects, there will be this kind of cartoonish thing going on, just to add life and to give the video not all those serious vibes. That's something I like. Sometimes I just think, like, is it that it's only one person that used to edit all Korean dramas, because all of them have the same vibe, you know? And I think they do a really good job. If you watch Korean dramas a lot, sometimes you will even know that they're about to put one kind of sound and they would actually do it. Do you get? So yeah, that's something else I noticed, and I'll keep on watching Korean dramas. If you have more amazing recommendations for me, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, and let me know which is your favorite out of all these ones I have called. And if you've been watching Korean dramas, also let me know in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel. If you want to know more about me, follow me on Instagram at Ojima-Ojo __, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.